with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Vic readies to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Vic's throw taken in by Moss. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action now, Vic. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Browns. Justin Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Going quickly out to the right side. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Vick. Got it complete to Crabtree. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 14 yards. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Interesting decision here because I think you got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the second quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On second down, Mostert.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vic to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Hurts fumbles it,
and the Falcons grab it. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go play action. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Mariota. Flush to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete.
And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
They just get the playoff. Now Mariota.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper. That'll lead to a second down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That line out losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Caught by Woods.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 33. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way down the field, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Play action now. Mariota on the move to his left. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now Mariota.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Final play of the half here. Mariota dancing to his left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dylan Parham as time expires in the first half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Great effort there. 64 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To Jefferson on the slant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, Hurts. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Browns 10.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with the 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A really nice nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
But he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. First down, Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down limit.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Whistles now and a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.